Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
On the ground, this is Kese Miller. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Benjamin Morrison there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
18, Rattler, 18, Cowboys, Buffalo 18, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, Warriors 70, 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Crash. Panther 18, cut 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60, take over.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 18 Cardinals. Tighten up. Mustang 19. 79 Bronco, trap 60, 70 Rangers, 19 Lion, 18 Run, go!
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Quick throw, taken in. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
19 Buffalo 18. 60 Mavericks, Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. Panther 11, 18, Pioneer.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's caught by Miller. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Minnesota.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ready? 19 tight. 60, Dragon 60. Mustang 19. 79.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Rolling right. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown number 9 for the year. York is good on the extra point. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The motion man here is Mitchell. Here's Young now to throw right away. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Down.
Mims sent in motion here. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play for the Panthers. 35 yards.
1st and 10.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Look at play action with Young. That is hot. What a throw. Touchdown, Carolina. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
41-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He's going to air this one out. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
19, 7 Pirates, 7 Mustard, 19 Lions.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's gonna wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And 5 yards to go.
Come 19, come 19. Come on, set. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 6, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. The second down throw is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
To the air once more is McCarthy. Look at the big guy rumble. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. York good on the extra point. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Check view. Here we go, set.
The motion man is Sanders.
Ready.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. There's a short run caught by Sanders. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to Young. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. And he will score. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
We'll start the drive with Miller. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Nice Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd and 7.
Let's go, baby. 65. Head to 60. Head to 60. Switch.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And he'll be taken down. That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the first down.
Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. So after one, knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7.
Come on, set.
Out of the shotgun, Young going for it all. And he's in! Tadarua McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Panthers.
And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, and I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. Snap a knife, bang, drinks, bouncing to the groove. All body stop, stretch, that's the new move. Where I'm from, you like to go jump. I'm smoking up the gang, I'm seeing how it's done.
19, Panther 11, 19, Warriors 17. Check out.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
To the sideline and intercepted. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Check smash. Here we go, set, cut.
On play action, Young. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
He'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Green Jack. Let's go now. Set.
Throwing is Young. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
First down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Young to throw on first down. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
Okay, right.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Let's go.
First down,
45.
Carolina.
Ready?
Here's Young to throw. That one taken in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Panthers. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Great. He might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Dragon 60. Let's go now. 65 cats. 19, trap 6. 19 tight. 60. Ready?
On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll swing this out to Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Vikings. Now it's York for the PAT. It's up and good. The Vikings are back to within 7. It's 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Ready. Fight. White. Set. Ready. Set.
On first down is Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Ultra.
A
Go
gain of
ultra.
14.
Set. Hut.
First down, Panthers.
On first and 10, here's Young. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight ends. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Come on. Set. Hut.
Back to throw. Young. Moving outside.
more clever, yeah. She see it all, even if it's big or small. Do you know where your girl is, but she not at home with you?
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And off we go from Minneapolis. Trevor Etienne to return this. Things going well so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Ready, set.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Set. Blue, 32. Ready.
Straight to the air here. It's Young. Downfield, he's got McMillan. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. From the gun, a give to Miller. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
35-yard line.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. Connection made with his back deep downfield. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down.
34 yards.
He'll pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Mustang 19, 72, 19, 79, bro. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check out.
Here's McCarthy on first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Warriors, Buffalo 80, Buffalo 18.
From the red zone now. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. On is Katie York for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, this is Etienne. Making some progress here. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by Cedric Gray.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready. 10 plus.
From the pistol, it's Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Down. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Caught for big yards on the right side. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers break the tie here in the 1st. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin the game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
60, 18, run. Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
60 Maverick, 60, ready. Viking 18, 79 Brock, 19, Cup 19, Cup 19, 60 Bobcats, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Buffalo 18, 19 Lions, Dragon 60, Warrior 70, Chap 60, Chap 60. Check go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Jump off, caught by his back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Black 40. Black swap. Ready.
Running this one left. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now a give right side to Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that first down, and he went and got it.
Carolina.
50, green. Cut.
To the air on first down, Young. Finds him on the crossing route. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
A 6-yard pick.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Ready?
Now it's Young. Short pass brought in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
To the air yet again. Young. Brought in right side by McMillan. Gets it to the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow their early lead to 13. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70, 18, 60, come 19.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got a man left. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Go.
Handoff here for Miller. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
46-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18, Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 9, Buffalo 18, 60 Bobcats, 70 Rangers, 7, take over.
Now it's McCarthy. Look at that power, deep left side. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings making a one-score game. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, this is ETN. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
10 black. Ready?
First down, Young. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you checked it down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the give, it's Miller. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that run stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. The Panthers have taken the early lead. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here.
Switch gears. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, trap 6. Panther 11. 19 tight. 60 Buffalo 18.
McCarthy throwing here. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings tie this game at 21. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Good work so far. He's got room. And he'll finally go out of bounds after an excellent return. He gets it down inside the 30.
In his mind, when he hit the Jets and hit that right sideline, he thought he had himself a touchdown. He beat the coverage unit clean, and there was a whole bunch of green grass. Still, an excellent return to be proud of, and really setting his offense up now for some success.
Blitz attempt, he's still going. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1.
Come on, set. Ready.
Another carry for him. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the third and short.
Ready. Hut.
They give it to him again. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
No gain on the play.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Back to the well again. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward was getting off the field.
Hawk 70, 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be second down.
1-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Cougar 19. He's mine. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. 79 Bronco. Dragon 60.
Here's McCarthy to throw. He sure came us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Here we go. 60. Cut my team. Panther 11. Go, Rig. Trap 60. 60, man.
McCarthy throwing on third down. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Let's go. Motion. Panther 60. Panther Warrior 70. 18. Pioneer. 19. 18. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 7 Pirates.
Throwing again now. McCarthy. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They get 27 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. Bounces this outside, winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result at second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Dash, go. 60 even. Mustang 19. Go.
McCarthy looking to throw. Complete out to the right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be third and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Cade York now on for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. York knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
On the return, this is Etienne.
Trevor Etienne on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 10.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Flushed out of the pocket. And Young with a smart move here on the slide as he picks up the 1st down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Sit tight, more coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Down. Cut.
It's Young, the throw here on 1st. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Vikings take over as he records the 40th interception of his career.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Malott. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
1st and goal at the 9-yard.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. No up the middle, none outside either, Brock, so give him just 2 yards on that carry. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Bronco leading.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals, 79 Broncos, 18 Pioneer.
McCarthy to throw it. That one connects. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there, and they're looking for 6. They run. It's Miller. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. York now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Etienne on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Down. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Young on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, ready?
New set of downs from the 37.
Ready. Set.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Ready?
To the air on 1st down. Young. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd.
Ready. 45. White. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, Young. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. 2 in a row now have slipped away.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal units. This from 48 on the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Here we go. Hawk, 18, Pioneer. Lustig, 19 tight. 19 tight. 19, 18, 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
He's back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Miller with it. And they sent it straight ahead, but the punt stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Again, it's Miller. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go. Warriors, Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Etienne on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Down. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
60 Bobcat, Chap 6, 19, 69, 18, Panther 11, Panther 19, Lion, Mustang 19, Cub 19, Cub 19, go!
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throwing deep to the left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt one play later. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Man in motion here. Okay. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Vikings have recovered.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Dragon 60.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Hits his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
70 range, 70 range.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag.
79, ready. 77 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Tap 60.
Now McCarthy. He's looking deep once again. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
60 Maverick, sag. Panther 18, Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
Third and long for him here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
19 Lion. Let's go now. Red Viking 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Buffalo 18. 18 Dragon 60. Go.
Back to the air, McCarthy. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings capitalize on the turn. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. It's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. On the ground, it's Miller. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal. Off play action. It's McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow their lead off the turnover. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. And makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Down, ready.
Young working from the gun. Throw is there for Jatavion Sanders. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
50 red.
1st down.
1st down, Young. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there.
10, black. Hut, hut.
Young looking to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
To the air, yet again. Young. We knock it away again, and a couple of good reps in coverage have brought up third down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Here we go, set.
Throw here, third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that lowers the gap to 25 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Dragon 60, 18, Pioneer, 60, Bobcat, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Go!
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now it's Miller. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Running once more with Miller. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it third and... Maybe a yard at most from the 34.
It's a gain of 7.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Vikings with it to begin the fourth, and this game entering...
Okay, ready?
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. Buffalo Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19 Lion. Ready?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's Miller. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Set up. 60 Maverick. 6 Cougar 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Rock. 79. Twist.
McCarthy to throw it. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Panther 11. Panther Viking 70 Rangers. 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18, go!
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now at 4th down, staring right at him.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. From the gun, and give to Miller. And that's a stop. The offense stayed out there on 4th, but now they're headed off after they turn it over on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Come on, Sam.
Here's the handoff. Along the right side. Oh, there's space. 40. Into the red zone. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
And the Panthers, first down. 1st and goal, Carolina.
Here we go, set. Ready?
On play action, here's Young. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slate. Weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
A give left side, Judkins. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
Here we go. Here, ready.
Handoff now, running right. Behind the line, he lost that football. And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Desperation time here on 4th. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Project S, this ain't what you want.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Buffalo 18. Dragons 69. Check go.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go. 70 Warriors, 70. Panther in the cut 19. Cut 18.
Now it's McCarthy. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He's got it inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, this is ETN. Showing a little burst so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go.
And send a receiver left.
38. Ready.
To the air on first down. Young. The left side, Sanders has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Young. That was caught. It's McMillan again. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
first down,
Here we go,
Panthers.
set, ready?
It's Young to throw here on first. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Vikings' 35-yard line.
Again, it's Young. Sends this to the end zone. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Panthers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go, here we cut.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Got his man. This is McMillan. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
18. And the Panthers first down.
Come on, set, ready.
From the red zone now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers putting up points in a game decided. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Panthers get it back to a 19-point deficit.
Panthers 40.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Let's go now.
They're going to pass it here. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
10 cycles. 10 run. Set.
Here's Young on first and 10. Gets another one to Mitchell. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ready. Cut, cut.
Young on first and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another Panthers first down. A gain of 18.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Second and 10 now. Young's going to try again. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see it throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Set. 70 Lions. Go.
Now a shotgun shotgun handoff to Miller. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go! Buffalo 18, Warriors 18, Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hut, hut.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Fits it through the middle. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Ready! Cowboy in 65 kick, 19 Lion. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Put the body on the line for his team. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
First and goal.
So they are in